Napoleon Dynamite, 20 wild facts even superfans don't know. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most unexpectedly iconic cult films of the 2000s, Napoleon Dynamite. You think you know everything about this quirky masterpiece? Think again. We've uncovered 20 absolutely mind-blowing behind-the-scenes secrets that will completely change how you see this beloved comedy. From casting disasters to accidental injuries, and from tiny budgets to massive cultural impacts, what we're about to reveal will surprise even the biggest fans. Before we jump into these incredible revelations, make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more amazing movie content. Turn on notifications so you never miss our latest deep dives into your favorite films. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. The accidental star who almost wasn't. Let's start with something that'll shock you. Jon Heder, our beloved Napoleon, almost never got the role. The original short film was created as a student project, and Heder was just helping out his friend Jared Hess. But here's the kicker. He was paid exactly $400 for the entire feature film. $400. Can you imagine getting paid less than minimum wage for what would become a cultural phenomenon? But wait, there's more. Heder had to wear a wig throughout most of the filming because he'd cut his hair after the short film wrapped. The production was so low budget, they couldn't afford proper continuity planning. This is where it gets interesting. That iconic curly hair that defined Napoleon's look was actually fake for most of the movie. Have you ever had a moment where a small decision completely changed your life? Let us know in the comments because Napoleon Dynamite is full of these sliding door moments. Budget magic that defied Hollywood logic. The entire film was made for just $400,000. To put that in perspective, most Hollywood movies spend more than that on catering alone. Director Jared Hess had to get creative in ways that would make even the most frugal filmmaker jealous. They filmed in Preston, Idaho, Hess's hometown, because they couldn't afford location fees anywhere else. The famous high school scenes? Shot at Preston High School during actual school hours with real students walking around in the background. The cafeteria scenes feature actual cafeteria food, not the carefully crafted movie meals you'd expect. Stay tuned because what we're revealing next about the cast will absolutely blow your mind. The dance scene that almost never happened. Everyone remembers Napoleon's epic dance sequence, but here's what you didn't know. It was never in the original script. Jon Heder improvised some dance moves during filming, and the directors loved it so much they built an entire scene around it. The song Canned Heat by Jamiroquai wasn't even licensed until after they filmed the sequence. But here's the truly wild part. Heder learned all those dance moves by watching old episodes of Soul Train and music videos. No professional choreographer, no dance coach, just pure dedication and VHS tapes. The 3-minute sequence took an entire day to shoot, and Heder performed it dozens of times to get all the different camera angles. What's your most embarrassing dance moment? We bet it's not as memorable as Napoleon's. Secret casting stories that sound made up. Tina Majorino, who played Deb, was actually a former child star who had stepped away from acting. She was working at a coffee shop when she got the audition call. The casting directors found her through her old headshots and convinced her to come back to Hollywood for this tiny independent film. Uncle Rico, played by John Grease, was cast because he looked exactly like what the directors imagined the character would look like. But here's the twist. Grease is actually an accomplished dramatic actor who's appeared in major films and television shows. He took this comedy role because he loved the script's bizarre humor. Hang tight, because the next reveal about the film's most famous prop will leave you speechless. The Vote for Pedro phenomenon. Those Vote for Pedro t-shirts became one of the most recognizable pieces of movie merchandise in history, but they almost didn't exist. The shirts were created as a last-minute prop, and the design was literally drawn by hand and transferred to t-shirts using basic heat transfer techniques. After the movie's release, the demand for these shirts was so intense that it caught everyone off guard. The original design wasn't trademarked properly, leading to thousands of bootleg versions flooding the market. The phrase, "Vote for Pedro," became bigger than the movie itself, appearing on everything from bumper stickers to political campaign materials, behind-the-scenes disasters that made the film better. During the tetherball scene, Jon Heder actually got hit in the face with the ball so hard it left a mark. Instead of reshooting, they kept it in the film because it perfectly captured Napoleon's awkward reality. The bruise you see is completely real. The famous llama, Tina, was supposed to be much more involved in the film, but she was incredibly difficult to work with. She refused to follow directions and kept spitting on the actors. Most of her scenes had to be cut, leaving only the most essential llama moments. But wait, what's coming next is even more surprising than anything we've covered so far. The cultural impact nobody saw coming. Napoleon Dynamite became a cultural phenomenon that no one predicted. The film's unique blend of awkward humor and genuine heart resonated with audiences in a way that surprised even the filmmakers. It spawned countless internet memes years before memes were mainstream, influenced fashion trends, and even affected political discourse. The film's success was so unexpected that it led to academic studies about viral marketing and grassroots film promotion. Universities now use Napoleon Dynamite as a case study in how small films can achieve massive cultural impact without traditional marketing budgets. Which Napoleon Dynamite quote do you find yourself using in everyday life? The comments section is going to be gold for this one. The extended universe you never knew about. Fox released a director's cut that included 6 additional minutes of footage, featuring extended scenes and deleted sequences that add even more depth to the characters. There was also a short-lived animated series that continued the characters' stories, though it never captured the magic of the original film. The success led to merchandise deals, video games, and even a stage musical adaptation. The property became much larger than anyone anticipated, creating an entire entertainment ecosystem around a $400,000 independent film. Technical magic on a shoestring budget. The film's distinctive visual style was achieved through careful planning and creative problem-solving. The cinematography uses natural lighting wherever possible, giving the film its authentic, almost documentary-like feel. The costume design came from thrift stores and the actors' own wardrobes, creating the perfectly imperfect look that defined each character. This is where it gets really interesting. The marketing campaign was as unconventional as the film itself. The grassroots marketing revolution. Instead of traditional advertising, the film relied on word of mouth and grassroots promotion. The studio organized screenings at colleges and universities, knowing that young audiences would connect with the film's quirky humor. They created promotional materials that looked like they could have been made by Napoleon himself. The film's poster design, featuring Napoleon's iconic pose, became instantly recognizable and was parodied countless times. The marketing team understood that this wasn't a film you could sell through conventional means. It had to be experienced and shared organically. Have you ever discovered a movie through a friend's recommendation that completely changed your perspective on cinema? That's exactly how Napoleon Dynamite spread across the country. The legacy that keeps growing. Nearly 20 years later, Napoleon Dynamite continues to influence comedy filmmaking. Its success proved that audiences were hungry for authentic, character-driven stories that didn't rely on big budgets or famous stars. The film opened doors for independent filmmakers and showed that creativity could triumph over financial resources. The performances have aged remarkably well, with each actor bringing genuine authenticity to their roles. Jon Heder's portrayal of Napoleon remains a masterclass in physical comedy and character development, creating a character who's simultaneously ridiculous and deeply sympathetic. What modern comedy do you think captures the same spirit as Napoleon Dynamite? We're genuinely curious about your thoughts on this. The film stands as a testament to the power of independent cinema and the importance of authentic storytelling. It proved that audiences will embrace originality when it's presented with genuine passion and creativity. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible behind-the-scenes content about your favorite films. We're always digging deep to find the stories that make movies truly special. Thank you for being part of our community. What kind of videos would you like us to make next? Let us know in the comments. See you on the next video.